Thanks, guys.
Questions
Just,
for
yeah,
Scott?
let's just open it up.
Scott, first of all, just your overall thoughts on the card and how everything went tonight.
Well, I tell you, I thought we saw some amazing, talented martial arts fights tonight, and we saw some up and coming, young kids, like Gallagher. And we got some seasoned veterans, and Mitrione had a great fight, and Ollie was tough. I mean, that was a great fight too. I just enjoyed it. I sit back, I just watched the whole event, and I just had a great time watching the fights.
How do you deal with a talent like Michael Venom Page? Obviously, there's a big clamour for him to push up the ranks.
Yeah.
You've been managing promotions and dealing with matchmaking for an awful long time. How do you balance the need to build in gradually with the clamour to push into the top?
Well, at the end of the day, Michael wants to be the champ, and he'll tell you that too, and he wants to go to the top. And this is a big test for him. I mean, Cyborg is no joke. He's fought everybody, and he had a rough finish there. And it just proves that MVP can fight anybody on any given day. So, he'll take the next step up and maybe a couple more fights. We'll give him a shot. But the next fight, the title fight, will be between Douglas Lima and Kreshkov. So that fight will happen. That fight will be a rematch. The first time, Douglas was he had a staph infection. Right, we found that out after the fight. But we expect a fresh, hungry, healthy Douglas Lima, which is, as you guys can saw, a very dangerous fighter. So that fight with Kreshkov, I think, will be a war.
What do you do with Danny now? Do you go back to the well with the Koscheck?
I mean, that's definitely an option, but we'll let Paul heal up and give him a week or two, and then we'll call him and see what's next. But man, I love Paul Daly because here's a guy on. It doesn't matter who he's fighting, he always brings it. I've never seen the guy in a boring fight, and he's been in some of my most exciting fights. And tonight, I think that he showed he's a warrior, and he brought it, but it just didn't work out for him. It was a great fight, but it was Lima's night tonight.
Are you able to confirm how many people were in attendance?
I'm sure Danny can get that to you before we leave.
You said that you want to come back to the UK soon. How soon are we talking? Are we talking maybe before the end of this year, 2017, and how often?
Yeah, you know what? I think that we're going to go back to the offices and take a look at the ratings, see how it did on Channel 5, and it's a great opportunity for us because when you get on Channel 5 terrestrial television and it's free for the country to watch, it's a great thing, and it's a great opportunity for us to build Bellator, and it's nice to have your parent company, all vertically integrated with the fight company. So we'll definitely be back. I think the ratings will be quite well. Seems like there's a lot of buzz in the market and online, and I think the indicators are all great, and we'll see you on Monday or Tuesday.
With everything that happened in the build-up to this event, obviously the unfortunate passing of Kimbo, the injuries that happened as well, the end product tonight, is that something that Bellator can look at and you say they were happy with how, knowing circumstances, things turned out?
Yeah, I mean, tonight what you watch is a fight card that we're very proud of, right? And, we've had a lot of great fights in Bellator, and but this was collectively something that we haven't seen in a while. It was just great fight after great fight, after great fight. So it's something that we'd be proud of. Again, we'll wait till the ratings come out on Monday because I'll keep my fingers crossed that we exceed expectations for Channel 5 and Spike UK.
There's a couple of guys on the prelims, Pietro Menga, Jason Radcliffe, had some fantastic performances. Yeah. Could it be possible that Bellator could be looking to bring them onto the full roster?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's some talented fighters in this country, and we're here. We put them on the undercard to take a look at them and really find the next guy and the next guy and the next guy. And if you look at our roster, even in the United States, we just signed 5 of the top wrestlers, from the U.S. Olympic wrestling program. And that's the next group. We signed some top jiu-jitsu fighters, and we're going to build them from the ground up, and we're going to, I don't want to say buy them from the top down, but the free agent market, we're going to buy some from the top down, and then we have a great, roster with Paul and Lima and Kreshkov and Michael Chandler and all these great fighters, and that's going to make a complete roster that that we're going to move forward with. So, the answer is yes. We have to build the next crop because. When I was starting in MMA, there was a young Luke Rocco there that we started developing. There's a young Daniel Cormier there that we started developing. There was a lot of talent, and you know what? We have to. I think we're very good star identifiers, star builders, and we have a certain way we do that. But the the first step for us is to go into the market, whether it's in Kansas or it's in LA or it's here, to find the next crop of guys, and that's, we do that on the undercard.
You mentioned free agents, and obviously one name that's been strongly linked with Bellator and with yourself is Rory McDonald. Can you give us an update on the situation with him? Are you in discussions with him right now? What's the situation?
Yeah, we are in talks with his management. There's nothing that's imminent right now. We're just in discussions, and I think discussions are going well. And he's somebody that would be interested in. But can we come to a deal? I'm not sure. But I know the guys back home are on it, and hopefully we'll have a decision one way or the other soon, and we'll find out where he's going to fight.
Michael Page almost got like a hero's welcome tonight. That was quite a special atmosphere. He was able to kind of get together in the arena. How do you kind of help try and translate that to the North American audiences? So he hasn't got that kind of reaction in North America yet.
I'll tell you, I think it's just going to be a matter of time. And it's tough for, let's say, Paul and MVP and all the guys that we've Lyndon Bassel and all those guys are coming over, and they're having to travel 6 hours or 12 hours sometimes to fight these fights, and they're not sleeping in their bed, they're not eating their food. It's like an away game, right? This is like a home game for him. He gets to sleep in his bed, and really, I think he felt really comfortable, and you can see it, based on his performance tonight.